How are you all guys doing? It's been so long since I did a video on Mad Mac Tech channel. So this is your boy Mad Mac Tech all the way from Hyderabad, Apple certified service engineer. So today we got a A1398 Retina 15 inches MacBook Pro. So what is actually happening with this model is when you turn this on, the machine chimes, everything is happening fine. You can see the keyboard light coming. It boots into an operating system. So there's keyboard light coming, everything is happening. So you are getting an image on the external display, but you don't see an image here. You can also hear some fan sound happening inside. So you can also see the display is wobbling. If you can see display is not tight. So this particular display is wobbling. So machine is starting. You are able to see an image on an external display when I connect it through this HDMI port here. This HDMI port. So I am suspecting this problem to be a display cable related issue. So let's go ahead, dismantle this machine and check what's happening. So yes, the fan sound is off. So this machine has been disinfected already, but still I am being double cautious from my side for making sure I'm wiping it properly before starting any repair. So we will need a tongs and a spudger. That's all, nothing more. So let's get the party started. I'm just kidding. So let's open the MacBook. Oh my god. Look at this dust. If you are able to see the dust, see. So this is the main reason why your Mac gets heated up after a particular period of time. See, you can see the debris inside. But still, this machine has come to me for display part. So I am not going to touch any of these things. So let's go ahead and first unplug the battery. Yes, battery unplugging is done. So once the battery is unplugged, so make sure you are pressing and holding a power button for a while. So what it usually does is it will drain off all the power from the motherboard. So yes, so let's take out these. So seems like this machine has been never opened since its purchase. So I think I am the first person to open this. I feel I'm lucky. I'm kidding. So let's disconnect. This is the display cable here. So let's disconnect the display cable first. So display cable is out. So next part to disconnect is the Bluetooth Wi-Fi cables first, and next is the webcam connector which is lying here. So we have to disconnect this cable too. So later in the video I will tell you why am I disconnecting these cables along with the display connector. So this cable is out. Yes, very good. So the next immediate part is to unscrew the display. So these before the display there are two screws which are actually holding the display hinge in place. The very tiny screws, they will go unnoticed. One is here, number one. So you can see the screw hub is the screw here. Number two, both the screws are out. and so this is the particular thing which is holding the display hinge in place. One from one side, one from another side. These are aluminum made. I'm sorry. So yes, now the main part. Oh, seems like I'm using the wrong bit. The wrong bit. We need a smaller bit. Maybe this. Yes, this is the right bit. Number 1, number 2. So there are 6 screws holding the display in place to the top case. Number 3. And I'll also tell you why am I unscrewing 2 screws from each side first. So 4 screws are out. Now let's open the display. Keep the MacBook in this position here. Let it open till 45-degree angle. So now remove the remaining 2 screws from each side. So the first screw is out. Yes. The second screw is also coming out. Here you go. Now see how the display comes out. Yes. This is how the display comes apart. So we have separated the Mac into 2 parts. This is the display assembly and this is the top case assembly. So let's keep the top case assembly aside because there's no issue with the top case for now. So let's dismantle the display part here. Oh my god, this is so tight, man. So yes, why did I disconnect this Wi-Fi cable and the 3 Bluetooth, this is the webcam cable. Why the webcam cable and this 3 Bluetooth and Wi-Fi cables? Because in a MacBook, this is a metal body, this is an aluminum body. So what usually happens is this particular space or this particular aluminum part of the display acts as an antenna for your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So first what we have to do is we have to see, you can also see the hinges are loose, the hinges are shaking. So we need to tighten these hinges also. This will make the MacBook display a bit tighter. This is the trickiest part here. Let me tell you, this is the very trickiest part. See, so much of effort is needed to unscrew this, to remove this. See, oh my god, this doesn't even come out, man. Piece number 1. Oh my, there's too much of dust inside. Nightmare, I tell you. Nightmare. I don't know why these displays are so complicated. Finally, we are inside. Yes. So this is the part. As you can see, this part here is the part where the display cable sits inside. So firstly, let's tighten these screws here, these hinge screws which are loose. So if your display is wobbling, so all you need to do is disassemble your MacBook display and tighten these screws here. Done. See, now this thing has become tight. Yes, very nice. So before fixing the second side, we need to remove this tape. We have to remove this side's tape here. I think this is from the other side. This is from this side. I'm trying to remove the tape from the opposite side. Oh God. So this is a very tricky part of this work. So this tape has been removed successfully. So you can feel this tape from here. So we have to also remove this, because this side of the hinge is a part of the display cable itself. So if you want to replace the hinge, or if you want to replace the display cable, you need to remove this part completely. And also, very importantly, you need to take out this antenna here. This is the Bluetooth Wi-Fi antenna. Now the tape is completely out. Let me show you the screws of this. The people will go mad looking at the screw. See, this is the screw. If you can see, if you are able to see, this is the screw. Mad technology. So this particular display cable lies, the connector of the display cable, other side of the display cable lies below this connector here. So we need to keep this screws safe. I have to unscrew. There are about few screws holding this. Yes. So you will be actually surprised looking at how this particular thing is assembled. So when you have any display related issues, and if you go to Apple, so they straight away suggest you to, the only suggestion you will get from their side is to replace the display module, complete display module, because that is the only solution they have, they will provide you. So there is one more screw lying below these cables here. So until and unless you move these cables aside, you won't be able to see the screw. Yes. So hold your breath. Yeah. So this is the part where the display cable is. So probably I am guessing this cable might have gone bad, because of which the display isn't working. I'm actually guessing this cable might be bad. So I have got a replacement cable for this. I can actually see some traces of damage on this. Very tiny traces anyway, but you won't be able to notice. So let's see how it goes. I will change this cable and check. So this is a bad cable, and this is the replacement cable I have. So let's because of this COVID-19 pandemic, man. I have to wear these gloves and work. This looks kind of good. This looks kind of professional. This looks kind of complicated. But this thing is, my God, this thing is completely getting over my head. So yes, we are done. And we have to put this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna back. So this cable rolls over this like this. You have to find the correct place for this to fit. Yes. So I have enough experience taking these Wi-Fi antennas apart, replacing the cables, and also that's the reason I'm able to do it so quickly and so confidently. So we are fixing the screws back. Yes. You have to be very careful while doing this. And if you are not well experienced, or if you don't have any idea about how to handle laptop displays or MacBook displays, or it might be any display, please don't try this at home. You will completely ruin your machine and it will go beyond repair. You won't be able to find any repair option for your MacBook or maybe laptop. Go to a professional, go to a person who is good at doing all this stuff. These are very minute things. These are very very complicated, very complex stuff. And you should also make sure that you're not tightening too hard. You're not screwing the screws too much inside, because the screws are also very sensitive. So let's hope that this particular display should work once the cable is replaced. Otherwise, this customer has got no other option other than getting the whole display module replaced. I really don't know how much that's going to cost the customer. Yes. So this is where this particular thing sits. You have to fix it like this. Just like that. Fix the second screw also. Yes, so we are done. Put this tape back. And yes, moment of truth is here, people. So let's check if so much of effort by us is of some use or not. So display cable is in, battery is in. Moment of truth. So this cable doesn't seem to be working. So I have one more cable. So let's put that in and check. So let me just get the other cable. It's power cut here. So but still there's a UPS running for me. So this is the second cable I'm trying. It's in. So before fixing everything, before fixing the screws, I want to check this particular cable and then fix the screws, because if this is not working, then I need to go for a complete display replacement. I'll just fix screws of this side. The moment of truth. So as you can see, there is an image. There is an Apple logo which is coming. So I am guessing there should be some motherboard issue in this. See, when display is actually good, I can see there's some motherboard issue in this. So let's take out the motherboard and check what's wrong. We're taking out the keyboard, the headphone jack, this speaker connector. So what I am guessing by looking at the board is this is too dusty, so probably some backlight component might have got burnt, is what I'm expecting. But still, let's open it up and see what's happening. These are battery screws. Okay, is everything disconnected? Oh, battery. There's one more speaker cable to be disconnected. Yes, done. Touchpad cable is done. This is done. Yes, time to take the board out. Oh, there's keyboard backlight. I still see there is some tightness. There's something still holding it down. This is the right way to take out. I think heatsink is getting stuck. Yes, this thing is stopping the heatsink to come out. Yes, now it will come. Finally we got the board. Oh god. No doubt this particular machine is not showing anything. So I have to check the backlight circuitry. Able to see a little bit of corrosion around this cap here. So let's plug this and see. We have taken the board out of the case. Yes, it's a board issue. I can still see an image on the screen. This is a motherboard issue. So I have isolated the issue. So this is something related to the motherboard, not the display. So I need to now work on the motherboard. The display is perfectly fine. There is a power cut here and I don't know when the power will be back. So let's fix this back. Thank God the power is back, man. So board issues usually take some time for getting fixed. So I have to get in touch with the customer once, saying I have to explain him about the problem, what might be wrong in his MacBook and all. So I have to take the approval from the customer and go ahead in fixing that. So without the approval of the customer, I cannot do anything, because I have told him that might be a problem with the display, but the display is perfectly fine and even image is coming on the screen. But the only thing is that there is no backlight, so it's a backlight issue. His MacBook is perfectly fine. So you can put this thing back. This doesn't sit perfectly all the time, so you need to adjust it, wiggle it, put it back in place. Yes, it's back. So now we have to, display is back in place. So now we have to assemble the motherboard back into the top case. So once the motherboard is back in the case, we are going to call the customer and explain him what's the issue. Now this is where things start getting tricky. You can take this rubber off for now till the DC jack is fixed back. You need to take these cables out, these flex cables, this battery, trackpad, and there should be one more cable, the speaker cable. I follow the same process when I get MacBooks for general service. I dismantle the whole thing. So there is one more cable which lies here. This is the keyboard backlight cable. So all the cables are out. All the cables are out. So these are the motherboard screws. The top two ones are the long screws. Is this fitting fine? 2, 3. Yes, it's fine. Now it's fine. So the top screws are the long ones. Top 2 screws are long, and this teeny tiny screw goes here, and the screw which is slightly longer one goes in this hole. Yes, now the board is in, so we can connect basic things back. Oh, seems like it didn't sit properly. I can see a few holes not getting aligned. Yes, it did fit perfectly. Now there's no need for me to take the board out. I can fix the board screws back. Teeny tiny screw. So the battery, these come later because we need to connect all these first. Connect the DC jack, screw the DC jack in. So what I am guessing is, so due to no regular maintenance and all, so there might be some components which got blown. So that component might be the one which is responsible for creating the backlight signal on the board. And that particular thing, because those backlight things are very sensitive. One screw down, heatsink screw, the second screw is going down. What the hell? So this is what usually happens when you take out a MacBook's logic board. Some things won't fit perfectly and you have to make sure it's sitting perfectly. Otherwise, one screw doesn't sit properly, the whole MacBook is out. It won't fit. I'm still experiencing a little bit of problem here. I need to take this board out once again. I want the thing to be done perfectly. I don't mind taking this out and fixing it again. I will do it any number of times till the whole thing is perfectly fitting. Perfection is the key. I don't mind doing it again and again. So let's see what's making this thing not sit perfectly. So is this screw going inside this? Yes, this is going. It's perfectly going. So let's fix it back. This is a very tricky place, I tell you. See, this thing should come out. Yes, it's done. So is it sitting perfectly? Arre, what the fuck, man? Why is it not sitting? Something is not letting it sit properly inside. Did it? Ah, finally. Yes. So these locks, if you can see, 1, 2, 3. This 3 has to be arranged. Those 3 has to be pushed inside. Ha ha! So now we can happily fix the board back. Sometimes, no matter how much ever experience you have, you make tiny mistakes which shouldn't be ignored, because those mistakes might cost you a bomb somewhere down the line. Yes. God damn it. They are sat inside. So better is to take out this Wi-Fi card. See, never ever take chance when you're working on electronics, because you never know, one tiny mistake can cost you. So put it back like this. So let's fix the fan. First screw, and then this second screw, and this is the last one. Yes. Close the latch. Put the Wi-Fi card back. Screw it back. So at this point you can even put the solid state drive inside too. Yeah, here's the screw, the solid state drive. So yes, what's next? So you can put this IOFlex cable back. Close this. So you can even connect the keyboard backlight too. So these are very sensitive cables. These are flex cables. One part of the cable is damaged, and the whole part goes for a toss. See, it's to make sure this is sitting perfectly, otherwise the keyboard won't work, and if the keyboard is not connected, this Max won't even turn on. Yeah, it's in place. So we are done with assembling the board back. So let's put the display back in place. Yes, it's at. So now let's fix one screw each. In the beginning of the video, I've shown the display was shaking. So let's see, is it shaking now or not? Now it's tight. See, it's very tight now. So in this MacBook, it came with the problem of no image on the screen. So initially I thought it might be the display issue, but no, it turned out to be related to the backlight circuit. Image is properly coming on the screen, but the backlight wasn't functioning properly. So this is something related to motherboard, so it will take some time for me to figure out what's the problem and all. So until the next video, peace out, see you soon.